Thank you, thank you.
Grazie a te di essere venuto, sono molto onorato di questo. Sono ancora una volta tuoi per 21 minuti.
Thank you. One more invitation like this, I'll start to believe in what you said about me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what makes a good scientist. And I think there are at least these ingredients: observation power, going after major questions, intellectual honesty, skills, perseverance, and of course, luck. So let me start with the observation power. And I tell you about your compatriot, Luigi Galvani, who was a professor of anatomy in Bologna, and was interested in the anatomy of the legs of the frog. So he had many frog legs hanging on the rail of his balcony, preparing them for studies. And then all of a sudden there was a storm. So he ran into his room and looked hopelessly on all these legs hanging there on hooks in the rails and swinging in the wind. And then he noticed that from time to time one of them contracts, although it was just a piece of leg and the frog was dead. Now, rather than saying, well, something strange, he went to investigate this. And he noticed that when the leg touches a piece of the rail of the balcony, then it contracts. Then he studied further, and he found that it has to do with the fact that the rail of the balcony was made out of copper, and the leg was hanging on a hook of zinc. And that was the finding that two metals can make some electric current. Now, this was a really basic research. They say that Galvani was interested in finding the testicles. He believed they were in the leg of the frog. But he noticed this event, and from there a lot of things developed, which I'll talk about in a second. I wanted to make a diversion and say this was basic science, and what is basic science good for?